Hello, 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 hello. Yes, I've decided I'm the crazy cat lady today. Hi, Gillian. Hi, Beth. I hope you're all right. Oh, I just sat here and I figured, feck it. I'm bored and I'm going to annoy people. You know how it goes. And God, I'm just going to mute my YouTube. Mute my YouTube. And as probably most of you are already know, gosh, I don't know what's happened to my voice. As most of you already know, I love my kitty cats and I get them into a conversation wherever I can. And I thoroughly expect to be like the crazy cat lady from The Simpsons in the next few years. If I can. So I just thought I'd come on and we'd look at some strange funny cat memes because, just to have a laugh. And who doesn't think cats are frigging funny? Come on, they're fucking hilarious. I mean, I was actually sat here trying to set up this live, trying to type on my bloody keyboard, and the cat's decided, Hallie, my little black cat, has decided she wanted loving. So she's rolling over the keyboard, she's on her back with the legs in the air, legs akimbo. And she's like, love me, you can do whatever you want to later. And I was like, yeah, this is why I love cats. I made you jump. What, going live? Sorry. Sorry, Beth. I didn't mean to make you jump. Would have been worse if I'd have gone, boo! Sorry about that. I'm not really. I don't even know why I said sorry. How you, Dave? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so I figured I've downloaded some cat memes and I figured we could have a laugh. So, let me get it up. God, that even sounded worse, didn't it? Let me get it up. Jesus Christ. One ring to rule them all. Well, cats rule the world anyway, don't they? Let's be honest. They started out being worshipped in ancient Egypt, and I think they've forgotten now that they're not worshipped anymore. I actually did the cucumber trick, Beth, with my cats. Hallie shit herself and jumped like crazy. Sky turned around, looked at it, went up, sniffed it, hit it with her foot, and then walked over it. So one was scared, the other was like, I don't even know what you think you are, and hit it. So, oh, your dog's terrified of cats. Oh, Dennis's dog, the Jack Russell Cross Chihuahua. He calls them Jackawawa. One of them scared of cats, and when they go up to yards, obviously at the stables at the yard, they have rats because of all the feed and everything. So they always have cats, and his dogs are scared stiff of the cats up at the yard. They run and hide when cats are around. It's dead funny. They're like just shit scared of the cats. It is funny though, isn't it? When the bloody cats are, they're just crazy. They don't give a shit. But I'm definitely, yeah, they are, Dave. There's no two ways about it. Cat's the boss. That's that. End of story. Oh, bless Julian. I love that picture. Hey, Cass, sweetheart, how are you? I hope you're all right. How's your new babies? How's the baby kitty cats? The baby kitty cats. You have one of the older kittens, and it's a grey colour. I said it round your neck. I watch your stream sometimes. I don't always come in chat when, it's late or what have you. But I was watching one, and you had a little grey one round your neck. I was like, I really want that cat. I want a new cat, but I fancy a grey one. I figured with my OCD, I have a black one and I have a black and white one, so grey really is the next logical step. No worries, Cass. It is a great picture, isn't it, Dave? You just expect a glass of wine and a fag in hands. Oh, it's your called Sky. I've got a cat called Sky as well. Great kitties. I do have my black and white one's called Sky. She's a boss. My black and white kitty cat is a boss, without doubt. She's old before her time. Hallie's like Janis Joplin, you know, the wild child. You know, she'd be riding through the cities on a moped with her hair flying everywhere. You know, that's Hallie, perpetual teenager, I think she's going to be. Whereas Sky is just so old before her time. It's hilarious. Oh, God. Oh, that sounds really nice, that, Cass. I can't flower suited to, right? Yeah. You know, I keep saying I'm going to get a cat flap, but my cats aren't much for outside. They'll go into the garden and they'll go into the garden, and occasionally I have a private car park around the back of my house. So occasionally onto the car park, occasionally Hallie will go just through the fence and that, but it's really rare. I mean, Sky goes out, jumps on the bench in the garden, and tends to just sit there and be Lord and Master of all she surveys. Hallie will go for a little walk. Well, the other day we didn't realise Hallie hadn't come in. Sky had come in, but Hallie hadn't come in. And it was raining. So what she does is she hides under the car, and then every 5 minutes or so she'll run up to the patio door windows, and she'll start hitting the patio door windows and going round, and then she'll run back and hide under the car. So then when you go out and you open the door, she's not there. So you've got to time it right for her. So the other day we hadn't realised at all we'd gone out, and me and Rob were sat in the living room and we were eating our tea and watching a programme on the TV. And Rob went into the kitchen to put his plate on the side, and he heard as we opened the door, I was still sat in the living room. She come in, looked up at Rob and gave him this god-awful caterwaul at him. And then she walked into the living room, jumped up onto, well, just, you know, onto her back legs with her paws on my knee, and did the same to me. It was like, you locked me out, you basket cases. I was laughing my arse off. She proper told us off. She proper told us off for leaving her out. Hennessy Sky's mum's a long-haired grey. She's so pretty, but she's a true princess. Even when she gave birth, she was pretty. She pushed to push, you know. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh gosh. Do you know, you don't think about cats having morning sickness, because I didn't want kittens. I didn't want my cats having kittens. I didn't want my cats having kittens. So when I got them, they stayed in for the first like near enough 6 months. And as soon as we could get them spayed after a couple of seasons, we left it, because they come into season, and then they come into season like 3 weeks later afterwards. So I said, right, that's it. They're going to the vets, because they can't go out like that, because they'd started to go into the garden and that. So we took them to the vets and got them spayed as soon as we could. I think they were only like 6 months old or something. Might have been 5.5, 6 months old. But they'd had like the seasons in that. So yeah, you don't think no morning sickness, do you? It's like, oh, okay. This is my favourite one. That's my favourite picture. I love it. And the reason I love it, especially today, is I got a McDonald's for my dinner. Oh God, I wish they didn't have Just Eat in these places that deliver. I eat far too much junk food now because I just jump on Just Eat and I'm like, yeah, I love that. Um, and I'm sat there trying to eat my chicken nuggets because I got a chicken nugget meal, and I'm sat there trying to eat my chicken nuggets, and Sky was fighting me for the box because for some reason she's got a real like hankering. I nearly said Adam, which I just did then anyway. But anyway, yeah, she's got a real hankering for chicken nuggets, and I literally had to fight the cat to have my chicken nuggets. All right. They fell in love, Cass. As soon as he got there, they fell in love. It was love at first pair. Sausages and fish fingers. See, my cats are much usually for eating up human food. They're the fussiest eaters. I've bought them gourmet food down to cheap food, and they won't entertain wet food with gravy on it. They just won't even entertain it. They'll go to the bowl, look at it, turn around and walk away. Will not entertain it. It has to be jelly. But all they do, from the most expensive foods to the cheapest foods, all they do is lick the jelly off it. That's all they do. They only lick the jelly off the food. But they'll eat dried food because, you know, I give them like a mixed diet, so it's wet food and dried food. But they'll only lick the jelly off the food, off the wet food, but they'll eat the dry food. If I could I'd save a fortune if I could just buy tins of like the jelly that they put on the food. It saved me a fortune. I got some like gourmet food. It was like tuna chunks in it and everything. Wouldn't even eat that. They just licked a bit of the stuff up broth that was on it and was like, no, I'm not sure about that, and walked off. You can't, I don't think you can just buy the jelly though, Beth. I've not seen it anywhere. Oh, that's cute. Oh. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, if I could buy just like the jelly that they use in the tins, I'd buy that because it'd save me money because they just won't eat it. And they'll only eat Purina dried food, won't eat anything else. If I get them any other kind, they'll pick one thing out of the dried food that they like and just eat that. And usually there's a mixture of different things in them, and they'll just eat that one. So then there's still a dish left of dried food, bar that one ingredient out of it. They won't eat gravy. They will not eat it. If I put gravy in front of them, they'd look at me like I was trying to poison them. Honestly, they won't entertain it. Hey, if you can bend down to do that, Dave, I'm well impressed. That's all I can say. If you can lick your own house, all power to your backbone. I don't know. Yeah, I tried that, Cass. All they'll do is just pick out the bits that they like. Honestly, but it's not even that they just pick out the bits that they like. They knock the other stuff on the floor as if to say, "You're giving me shit, mother. I'm not eating that crap." They'll pick it up in the teeth, move to the side, and drop it on the floor like I'm trying to poison them. Honestly, it's like that spoiled my cats. It's crazy. Let's stick another one up. Oh God, I'm gonna have to stop saying things like that. You see that black and white cat behind? Right. Well, it's like tuxedo cat. Well, my black and white one's a tuxedo cat. She's even got on her nose a little bow tie marking. She really has. On her nose, she's got a bow tie. But the white patch up on her nose is a penis. And I kid you not, the white patch starts, obviously around her cheeks and goes up her nose, in between her eyes, and it's the shape of a penis and testicles. I'm trying to say that really nice because I don't really want to have to age restrict it. But you know what I'm talking about. And Claire always goes, how's a dicky face, but without an E on the end of it. She's the only cat I've seen that literally has male genitalia for her face. A Hitler-style moustache. Oh, fucking hell. No, it's crazy, isn't it? It's absolutely crazy. Our Chloe's cats and my cat's sisters, well, they're half sisters, same mum, different dads. Because she was a bit of a slut and would be out all the time, catting it up, And she was a ragdoll. So my cat's a half ragdoll. Although you wouldn't look at it, you wouldn't know it to look at them. But if you looked at our Chloe's cats, you can see it. But our Chloe's cats are mirror behaviours of my cats. One's wild and it's even because Hallie's got longer hair than Sky, and her cats, one's long hair and one's short hair. And the two long-haired ones have similar personalities and the two short-haired ones have similar personalities. And when the start of the coronavirus last year, Chloe had just not long moved into her house. And she said, I'm not spending however long by myself, Mum. I'm coming to your house. So she'd only been in her own house a month and she moved back in. And she was with me. Oh, God, I can't remember, Beth. Beth were around, like, tucked with head. It must have been 4 months or something like that, I think. First lockdown. And so she had to bring her cats with her. So they mixed them in with mine. And honest to God, it was like, although they were sisters, they hadn't, they didn't really know each other. They were like, yeah, you stay on your side of the garden and I'll stay on mine. They just wouldn't entertain each other. They weren't fighting, which were good. But when one of Chloe's cats had come up and get up bed with me, Sky had come running in and jump on the bed and go at them, and then they'd leg it off. And then Sky would lie down and say, this is my territory. Be on your way. My cat is in and out of the door more times than a BBC presenter with a bag of sweets. Yeah, my mum would say, up and down like a boar's knickers, a boar with a W and a H. Oh, yeah, mine are Sky's very territorial. Hallie loves everybody. She literally is a 60s child. Hallie's like all about the free love. I love you. She's like, you're the best person in the world. This stray cat comes round and Sky hates it. And it is a stray, I think. And I feel sorry for it because it looks really rough and haggard. Hi, I won. And it looks beaten up. It looks like it's done around her too. And whenever it comes, it won't come right up to us. So when we see it right in garden, we'll stick a bit of food out for it. We've been trying to get it to come in, so we can see, if it's hurt, if it needs taken to the vets or what have you, because I don't know whether it's a she or a he. It just looks proper dilapidated and beat up, And so we do, but Sky hates this cat. And one day it was in the garden, and Hallie walked up to it, walked right up to it, kissed it on its chin, and then carried on way past it. Sky jumped up on the bench and she sat there for 5 minutes going, but Hallie gave it a kiss. We've been lurking. Now that 4 a.m. everyone's asleep. Yep, time for them to come alive. That is true, I think, of every cat. Everybody's asleep, and my cats go bombing around the house chasing each other. Absolutely crazy. And I think my cats are the only cats that don't like toys. I've bought them toys, they just don't play with them. I bought them the other day. Well, Rob did when he went out, because I don't go out, but Rob did. I got them the other day. Some like little fluffy toys that had catnip in. Didn't even look at them. They were like, "Yeah, no, I'm not interested in that, Mum. Why are you doing that?" It's like, I'd much rather have the belt off your dressing gown if you don't mind. And Sky follows me around. Sky is my lap cat, I call her, like a lap dog. She follows me everywhere. And she's taken to peeing in my sink. When I get up in the morning and go into the bathroom, you know, your morning constitutionals, as you do, and I'm sat there using the toilet, Sky's stuck to getting up. She'll jump on the bath, walk across the toilet cistern, into the sink, and turn around and face me and pee in the sink while I'm peeing. I mean, that is just crazy behaviour. But she started doing it nearly every morning. And I'm like, seriously? She pees in the morning when I pee. My cat is a miserable, so self-centered. She wouldn't give a door. Dad, tell you wet his pants. Jesus, Dave. Yeah, they all do that. I tell you, I don't think Rob can count how many pairs of headphones, well, you know, earbuds has gone through. Should get a cat toilet trainer, Max. I said to Rob, I said I'd be more impressed if she could pee on toilet. I mean, peeing on the sink's not bad. A bit of Dettol multi-surface cleaner, a bit of a scrub, you know, it's not too bad. Washing away like a bit of a scrub in your grand. But yeah, I'd rather she learned to pee in the toilet. I wouldn't know the first thing about how to make her do it, but yeah. I don't think she would know. I think she's quite happy, though, peeing in my sink as I pee on the toilet. Crazy. It's a bit disconcerting, though, as well, when you sat there. And then your cat decides, well, I'll have a pee as well. Yeah, as I've got a little black and white kitty, that means a lot to me. Because, you know, I don't want to having a bad reputation because she's a little black kitty cat. Oh, listen, my cats know where I go, Cass. It's literally a spectator sport when I go to the toilet. They both come in and then they'll sit there in the doorway and then they'll come up and they'll wind in and out of my legs. Then they walk behind the sink and behind the toilet, come in and have another wind around my legs and then walk out. It literally is a spectator sport when you go to the toilet in this house. It really is. Looks like my Hallie when she was a baby, that cat. She was such a cutie. Yeah, if I tried to shut the door when I went to the toilet, they'd be at that door like it was Troy, honestly. They'd be scratching it, trying to break the walls down, honestly. Yeah, I couldn't shut the door on them. They just wouldn't let me. The whole street would know that I'd shut the door on them. Really would. You've not done a stream tonight, Cass? You usually stream most nights. It's like Dave, he's not streamed today. I think there's something wrong with him. I think he's ill. So I do the bathroom door and I can't get in. Excuse me. So I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Yeah, they just wouldn't let me not do it. I've been looking for another cat. I keep, do you know, this is me planning ahead, and because I'm an obsessive person, the thought of not having my cats and them dying breaks my heart. So I said to Rob, we need to get another cat now. Mine are 3 in April. I said, we need to get another one now. I said, and if anything happens to ours when they get older, I said, we've got a younger one. He went, what the frigging hell? I went, I know, but I can't. I said, I can't. I said, they can't die on me. It's literally one of the reasons I've never had animals. I had goldfish for the kids, and I had budgies when my kids were little. But a cat or a dog, just too much attachment. And now I've done it when I'm older, and like the kids have more or less moved out and everything, and I'm like, oh yeah, I just the thought of them not being there breaks my heart. Yeah, I've had a couple of crappy days where I've done literally nothing. I've slept the days away for the last 2 days. It's been, Rob went, is there something wrong with you? I said, lots. Where shall we start? Oh no, I can't. My cats don't have collars on. They're chipped, so if they get lost, they are chipped. But yeah, I can't put collars on. They go crazy. I've just got the worming tablets, and I'm from the vets. Rob picked them up before, and I'm just biding my time before I decide when I want my fingers scratching off to give the cats the worming tablets. Because we always just get them from vets. Because they're as much as they are if you buy them at shop. I think we pay like £10 or £12 for the cats, and we get 2 tablets, and you have to break them in half, and one like lasts 6 months. So it's just as cheap as going to buy them in a shop. Yeah, man, keep me smiling. I had because Chloe's like in my bubble, so I had Chloe and Sierra. So I had Sierra yesterday. And Mum had a hospital appointment, my daughter, and and Sierra wasn't happy about being here, and she started like she was screaming her head off, and the cats run and hid. It was so funny, and she was here for like 3 hours, and the cats just hid. They would not come out. She's got cats of her own, and they've been with her since she was like 18 months old as kittens, so she can go and pick her cats up and love them, and they come up to her. One of them sleeps in her room. Rudy is Sierra's cat, and she'll only sleep, and she gets in bottom of bed with the Sierra. She gets on bottom of bed, and that's where she sleeps. But so Sierra thinks, because she's only 2, she thinks that all cats should love her. And my cats just aren't, they're just not people persons, they're not people cats. They don't, anybody comes in my house, they hiss at them and run away. They just don't like other people. They're fine with me and Rob, but with anybody else, they just don't want them in the house. They only like us. They're a bit antisocial. Well, more than a bit, really. I love that one. That is typical cats, isn't it? Don't care what you say. Don't care what you say. You can feck off. You can feck off. Yeah, they just, my cats just don't like anybody, only me and Rob. It literally is me and Rob. Yeah. I had the most perverse cat when we were younger growing up. It was a massive, big, long-haired ginger Tom, and he taught the cats to walk along the back walls. We lived in like a house, and it was an old Victorian house with big bay windows and everything. And the cat would jump up and walk along the back walls of the house, and we lived behind a bowling green, and they'd jump over onto the bowling green, and wherever the cat went, the dogs would follow him. We had cocker spaniels, and they'd walk along. They'd jump up onto walls like that, were nearly 6 foot high, just to walk along with the cat. And what they had this thing. We had a fridge freezer, and the fridge was on the top, and the cat would get up, claw open the fridge freezer, and knock food down for the cats. And our cat loved the butter out of the fridge, and they knew not to touch the butter because that was the cat's. And he'd knock food out, and we'd go in, and it'd be like food all over the floor, and the cat and dogs would be sat there eating it all. He was all right, little shitty way. Yep, cat mentality. Don't know who you think you are. Yeah, ours did. But, like I said, when I say he was perverse, my auntie had the biggest cat phobia. And she'd only come like twice a year to the house. They lived a bit further away. So they'd only come like twice a year to the house. And I don't care, it was called Rags. I don't care where Rags were. If it was a mile away, he knew she was at the house. He knew. And he never sat on any of our knees, never wanted petting, hated being picked up, hated associating with any of us, really. But it could have been, honestly, he could have been a mile away, and he'd run home, run into wherever she was sat, and jump up on her knee, and he'd sit there curled up on her knee. He would sit, and he hated everybody. And she had the biggest cat phobia, and he loved the fact that he shit her up. And he would run from miles away just to sit on her knee when she came. It was a real shitty way. Honestly, you've got a cat phobia, I'm going to love you. Because I'm going to love you. They are shit so hot, they're free. I love that one. Rags at all our Jables once. That's why I love this one. Oh, Dennis. Oh, Dennis decided he wanted gerbils. So he got some gerbils, and he had them in 2 cages. And we lived in a pretty big house when we were younger. And we had like the living room. Hi, Mindy. I'm cuddling my cat right now. Oh. We had like a living room that my mum and dad was in. It was more, like the lounge, the posh room. And then we had like the middle room, which was like our living room, and our telly and things like that were in it. And because it was a big old Victorian house, we had alcoves, and my dad had built units into the alcoves. And on the top of the alcoves are Dennis's gerbils. One day we went in, it was like a killing zone. Honestly, it was like a killing zone. It's the only way I can explain it. There was bits of gerbils everywhere. There was like a liver and a tail and a leg, and he'd literally got into both the cages. and decided, I've had enough of you little shites. It's your time to go. Which was fine. And our Dennis was gutted and he was upset, but he didn't give up hope. God bless him. What he decided to do was we had a big old brick shed out the back, and it was a big thing in the garden. And he decided to change it into an aviary. And you know, it was nice. And what he did is, you know, like not corrugated iron on top of that, like a corrugated effect, but it was clear. And he roofed it in there, and it was like I said, a brick building. And he put like stable doors on it, and the top half of it was like chicken wire, you know, sort of thing, so they could land on it and look out and things like this. And it was lovely, and he got all the birds in it, and he fit it all out with all the branches and all the feeders. It was a lovely thing. It was, and he got all his birds, and Rags decided, yeah, I don't like the birds either. And because he couldn't get into them, and the birds, you know, birds are quite a delicate disposition, shall we say. And their hearts aren't always as strong as other animals. So what he'd do is he'd sneak up, hide, and then jump up on the chicken wire and give the loudest hisses, and the birds would drop off the perch of heart attacks. And he'd literally kill the cats by shock. And he did that. And in the end, then he said, I give up. I can't have anything. I give up. He literally killed the cats. He literally killed the birds with shock. It was like the only other animals he tolerated were the dogs. Honestly. And that was because he taught the dogs, and he was boss. And he was the boss. And my mum bred Cocker Spaniels. And, you know, she used to have the whelping boxes for when they'd go into labour and that. And he'd sit on the side of the whelping boxes. And when one was born, he'd actually go in and clean it off, you know, clean the puppy off with the mum and nudge it to mum's breast and everything. You know, I mean, he was great with the dogs, but he was the boss. The dogs were not the boss. You got to love cats. Every cat's worst nightmare. Because cats are surely the boss of us. Now, I've always been more for cats than dogs, but we had a cat, like I said, when we were growing up, but we had dogs too. But I was always like a cat person. But my kids were never cat people. They wanted dogs, and I was like, I don't want a dog. So they had like budgies and goldfish and things like that. But I didn't want, you know, a more, shall we say, intelligent pet, because I wasn't having dogs. I wanted cats. So when the kids left home, I had cats. Hi, Holly. Are you coming to Mummy? Are you coming? She just walked up the stairs and she's looking at me through my bedroom door. Are you coming? Oh, are you coming to see Mummy? Hello. Oh, she's gone under bed. Hi, Mark. How are you, honey? Oh, that sounds lovely, Graham. Oh. Oh, that sounds lovely. How are you, Mark? I hope you're all right. Yeah. Yeah, your channel makes it obvious. Oh, dear. No, you just got to love cats, haven't you? Because they're just nutty. They do. Rob, my other half, totally not a cat person. He just was not a cat person, always a dog person. He had like Dobermans and things like that. Yeah. Let me just say, a Doberman is not coming into my house. A Doberman is not coming into my house. But he always had dogs. And yeah, they suit mine as well. Crazy. Yeah, but he'd never really had cats. He grew up on a farm, but the cats were like feral cats that they had, and they were there for rats and mice because of all the feed and everything. So they weren't house cats; they were working cats. So he was never really attached to them and didn't really associate with them or anything like that. So he'd never had cats till we got ours. And now I sit upstairs sometimes and I listen to him talking to them, and it's so funny. And he goes, "Okay, ladies, are you hungry? Where's my ladies? Come on then, let's keep." And they'll go, "What are you making all the noise for? The door's open." And he sits there and has a conversation with them. It's so funny. And I said to him the other day after listening to him talking to him about something, I went, "Did you ever think like 3 years ago you'd be sat there and totally running round after cats and doing what they want you to do?" He went, "No." He said, "I really didn't." Because Sky will go into him, hits him on the leg and goes, "Meow," and he'll go, "Do you want feeding, love?" Sky has him wrapped round a little finger. Oh, that's nice, Beth. Sorry, that was me just opening my pop. Oh, that's lovely. But it's mine. I can't pick my cats up. They're not. What have you knocked off? Sky, I heard a bang and Sky come running in. Yeah. My cats aren't. They come up and give me loves, and they'll roll around the bed. I want to love, but if I try to love them without them coming up to me, or I try to pick them up, they're not fans of it at all. They do that like go stiff thing and look at you as if as if you're killing them kind of thing. They go like, "Ah," put me down. But they'll come up, they sleep between me and Rob. They'll go end at bed. Hallie sleeps on my head. I wake up sometimes. I've got a tail across my face because Hallie's asleep on my head. Rob got a picture of it once. I've got a picture somewhere of Hallie asleep on my head. Yeah, when I go to sleep, she comes and gets on my head for whatever reason. I don't know. When I get sick, my Coco will sit right. Oh, face and chest. Oh, that's sweet. They are clever. Far more intelligent than dogs, I think, before I get all the dog people on saying they are not. Do they? Yeah, I don't know. She likes sleeping on my head. I woke up one morning and I was on my back. Hallie was asleep on my head and Sky was asleep on my chest. Hi, Sky, bye. What do you want? What do you want? Sky's just walked in now. Cats really do. Yeah, my cats wouldn't eat Nutella. They're just not human food cats. They're just not. What are you doing? Wait, out. They're just not human. They literally only Hallie. Will you get out of the bag? I don't know if you can hear. She's trying to get in a bag on the floor. Get out of the bag. Come on, off. Come on, off it. Yeah, they're just not. Apart from Hallie with the McDonald's nuggets, because for some reason she's got hankering on for him. My cat just got spayed recently. Let me put that up. So she's not as happy. She's I know. I can remember when mine got spayed. Oh, I felt so guilty, but you know it's better from it long run. Oh. Yeah, done it just though. I tell you what, totally off cat topic though. My kids wanted to send the kids to Catholic church near them because it's actually a good school from Ofsted and things like that. But they've not been able to get the kids christened Catholic. So I don't follow religion, but my kids were christened Catholic. You know, I mean, 20 odd years ago, 30 years ago in our Martin's case. So you know, they'll be able to get him Christian Catholic, but they've not been doing baptisms and things like that. And I said it'd be an easy way, just turn around and say you've not been able to get him baptised since they had because of Corona, like. You should go in your wardrobe. That's funny. Sky goes in my wardrobe. She opens the door and goes in. Honestly, Dave, it scares the crap out of me. My cat's getting older. It really does. I'd be heartbroken if anything happened to me. It's like yesterday, I thought Hallie was walking a bit funny, and I started panicking. I'm going to Rob, we'll have to get her to vet. She's not walking right. He said she's walking fine. I went, no, she seems like she's a bit unsteady on her back legs. And he's like, no, she's fine. She's just got up. She's been asleep. She probably needs to. And I'm going, no. And I panic over the smallest thing. He was like, she's fine. There's nothing. I mean, there is nothing wrong with her today. She must have just been a bit stiff or something. But I was like, no, we have to take her to vet. Oh, she's Chloe inside of my bed now. Will you get off that? Yeah, I'd be gutted. I really would. I really would. You might hear the cats in a minute because she's jumped up on the bed now, and like I've got my mic on the bed, so she's just got to sniff the mic. Do not walk over my keyboard. I'm telling you. Now. Oh, she did. She did survive a good time. Hi. Hi. You need to move because you're on my mic. Come on. Sit there. Because, you know, the most awkward place to be was to stand herself over my mic. So what does she do? Stand herself over my mic. It's like my keyboard. If I try to type, they attack my fingers, and then like they'll just come in. They just come in randomly through the day and lie down on my keyboard because, you know, they know it's mine and they want to claim it. She's going to be attacking my TV again soon. She's jumped up in front of the telly. I'll see if I can get a picture of her, and she's watching screen. So I don't know whether I'll be able to get a picture of her. Hold on, and then I can show you. Just bear with me. I've got one. I'll see if I can. I'll have to send it to myself. She's attacking bloody telly now. Don't you dare. She's attacking screen now. Hang on. I've got to get out of this place. Just bear with me. I'm trying to send myself a message. All right. So I can get it off my computer. I'm going to go and play girlfriend. All right, Bess. Thanks for popping in, hon. I appreciate it. she was doing this, my cat, when I could download the picture. She was doing it the other night. I don't know whether it was Dave's stream or on a Steve's stream or something. And she decided that she was getting involved. Did Sky? No. I'm running like I'm not in my office, so I'm just on my PC, and it runs slow when I've not even got it connected to router. I've not got my Ether cable in. It's on my PC in another room. So just bear with me a second. And it's old now, my PC, my laptop, God bless it. There. Right. Yeah, my laptop's old now. It's lived a life, shall we say. Hang on. Stop sharing. 1 second. There it is. Right. Let's make it a bit bigger. This is what she's doing at this moment in time. Share. There you go. That's what my cat's doing at the moment. This is most of my TV viewing, though, I will have you know. Most of the time, this is how it goes. I try to watch the telly around my cat. And a lot of the time, there's two of them there. That's Sky, the black and white one. Hallie joins her a lot as well. And they're like bookmarks at either side of the TV while I'm trying to watch the TV. And I have a section in the middle where I can see clearly. I have no idea what goes on in a movie or a TV show on the peripheral because the cats are there. But, you know, it's cool to be cats. But yeah, welcome to my TV viewing. That's what I get. Yeah, they love interfering with whatever you can do. I think it was on your stream, Dave, weren't it? Where it were one of them that hang on. I might still have, because I took a picture and I put it as my avatar, didn't I? So just bear in mind. Just let me have a look. Yeah, it was. That was hang on. I'll stop screen sharing that. Some of the avatars are doing the same. When I was on somebody's stream, it was Steve's stream, weren't it? I think. Yeah. So she was doing the same the other night when I was on Steve's stream. Oh, thanks, Jane. I hope you're all right, honey. Yeah, I've been having a couple of days, so you know, where I've not been great. So I figured I'd come and cheer myself up and just talk about cats. My favourite topic of conversation. Yeah, I'm only doing 10 more minutes, and then I only tend to do an hour. Just me. I just don't stream for long. I never have done really. Hang on. Let's get through some of these memes, shall we? I need to. There. So that was the last one, wasn't it? Let's make that a bit bigger. That one made me chuckle. All right, Jane. I'll speak to you later, hon. I'd love a cat like that looked all mismatched. Our Chloe has a really beautiful looking tortoiseshell, but she's long haired. And even when Chloe took her to the vet turned around and went, "Oh my God, this cat is stunning," and she is totally stunning. Yeah, I'm not great live streaming. I'm all right if somebody's on with me and everything. I'm okay. But when I stream by myself, it's really hard for me. But it's good to push yourself sometimes. And because I've been really down the last couple of days and I've been sleeping all the time and my depression's been like, getting out. This is why I've done this tonight, because you need to push yourself sometimes. And although it's really hard for me to do, oh God, he's talking to cats. I don't know what she's doing. He went, right, that's it. I've got to kill you now. Yeah, because I've been really bad the last couple of days and I felt my depression coming on. I've pushed myself tonight to do this. So I just picked a topic I like. Keeps you going then. I don't know where that is. That the last one? That might be the last picky. Let's have a look. It does look epic, doesn't it? It's an amazing looking cat. Oh no, we have more. It's just decided it's not going to click them from one to the other. It might now. Let's just share. Share. Because that song's going to be in my head now because I keep saying share. There. I love that one. And isn't that true? Doesn't matter how many times they eat a day. 5,000. They'll still want more because they're cats. I love that one. Yeah, cats don't do daytime. I'm just flicking through these now. Your soul is mine. In Egypt, that would have been believed. I tell you, they've never got over the fact that they're not worshipped anymore. They thought they were deities. Let me make that smaller. And I can click to the next one. It's the cops. Hide the catnip. Love that. My cats, they got really stoned. We got them a bag of catnip to put in some of the toys we had, which they never bothered playing with anyway. But when they had just a bag of catnip, they nicked it out of the drawer. And I woke up in the morning, the cats were stoned as hell. And there's catnip leading down the stairs, into the hallway, into the kitchen. And the cats were led in the dining room like, yeah. All right, bro. There you go, Dave. That one's just for you. My son gets really depressed. He's 33, and he gets. Hang on, what year are we in? He's 33 this year, and he gets really depressed because when he comes to my house, my cats run away and hide from him. And he went, "They'll never let me stroke him." Yeah, Dave was saying that his cat does that before. Yeah, I think that's the last one. Wow, I did them in time. Got through them in time. 58 minutes. Oh, nearly 59 minutes. I do an hour. Look at that. Timing. Anyway, I want to thank everybody because it's that time of night. Thanks for coming in, Cass. So you couldn't resist staying, could you? When it was cats. I hope you feel better soon, and I hope your breathing gets right, honey. My Rob's had a really bad cough for like 2 years, and like he's gone to doctor, like chest clear, blah blah blah. He was coughing up a lung at his brother's today, and his sister-in-law said, "How long have you had COVID? Coped? Is it Coped? Is that what it's called? For?" Anyway, I don't. She went, "Well, I suggest you go to your doctors because you sound just like my dad, and he has." So I said to him, "Well, go and see. Cause he'll come in front cold, you know, he'll go to the shops a bit and walk back in front cold or something, change it. Oh, he coughs and coughs and coughs. It's crazy." Anyway, that's by the by. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Dave, popping in. Beth, thank you very much. Unicorn was, well, I can't think what her first name was, so I'm not being rude. Oh, Mindy was in earlier. And Iwan, who was in, thank you very much for popping in. I really do appreciate it. You're all absolute stars. And thank you very much. Because I'm not a regular at doing this. You know me, I just pop on when I feel like it. And, you know. Thank you very much, Mark. Yeah, I'm not a regular doing it. So, you know, I do appreciate when I do stream that people come on. So thank you very much. Take care, everybody. Stay safe in these crazy COVID times. Wear your mask, which depresses Dave, but, you know. Wear your mask, wash your hands, do all the stuff they say. And then eventually they might let us out on the world again. I'll see you all soon. Bye.